This message is just for you. You are good enough. This is the episode for you. If you're finding that your progress is stalling because you don't know exactly what you need to be doing, or you haven't found quite the right thing yet, or you know what you want but you don't know when you'll be able to get it, I just wanted to send you a super quick reminder that it's okay to use what's good enough. Because when I'm writing these episodes, I'm always mindful of the possibility that the conversation around carving our own path, if it catches us wrong, can actually put extra pressure on. Sometimes all the talk around working out what suits us, optimizing our time, making our language learning our own, can make us feel like it's our responsibility to find the things that are 100% perfect for us. The very best resources, the perfect routines, and a system that matches every part of our personality, of our brain, of our goals, of our circumstances. And settling for what's available becomes almost taboo. And then, if we don't know exactly what we want, or we can't have it, or even if actually everyone else seems to be doing it, it feels like we're doing it all wrong. And yet that is never what this conversation was supposed to be about. You're not looking for perfect. Don't stop yourself starting just because you haven't found the perfect things yet. Don't waste your precious time looking for perfect before you can get going. Use what's good enough until you find something better and then work to replace it. And this is something that Oliver Burkeman says in his book 4,000 Weeks, and it has always stuck with me. He says, the decision to refuse to settle, to spend time restlessly scouring for better, is also a case of settling because you're opting to use your limited time in a different sort of less than ideal situation. And what that means is you could be learning your language at 60% efficiency using a method that's 60% of the way right for you. But if you instead spend that time telling yourself that you can't start because none of the options around you are good enough, panicking that the perfect tool never seems to materialize, you're not learning the language that you want to learn at all. And that is a much worse case of settling. Using what's good enough is not giving up hope that something better exists out there. It's also not you letting yourself down as your own teacher or mentor. It's about committing to start the journey with what you have and knowing that you can level up as you go. Carving your own path is often something that you do one step at a time. You don't need to have the full roadmap and a bursting inventory right from the start. And actually starting with something that's okay, that's pretty good, and then gathering data about exactly why it doesn't work, what exactly it is that means that maybe you don't want to do it, or where you think there are some sorts of gaps in what they can offer, make it so much easier for you to then ask other people, ask in forums, and look to see if there's anything that refines those specific problems that you're having. So if there is anything that you've been putting off, anywhere where you've been telling yourself that it's not worth starting yet because the resources aren't there, the strategy isn't finalized, or the conditions aren't right, today is your permission slip to just see what you can do with what's immediately available. It might not be optimal, but optimal is overrated. Optimal is the icing on the cake. what you're doing is good enough. It can be refined at any time, as soon as new information or a new resource becomes available. And most importantly, it is so much better than waiting. And if you like what I do and you've got a question or you'd love to just come and tell me about your language journey, come and talk to me. I am launching the 100 Conversations project. I did it with my Language Confidence Project podcast 2 years ago, and I so enjoyed it, so I want to extend it to you. I'm leaving a Calendly link in the description below. It's an opportunity for you to book a 20 or 30-minute call with me to just tell me what you're doing, tell me what you're working on and how it's going, and ask any questions that you have about your language learning or something that you're struggling on. It's just a chance for me to meet you because I put out videos every single day and I would love to know who's listening, what your goals are, and what sorts of things you're really enjoying and you're struggling with. Have a wonderful day. I really hope to chat with you over the next few months in the 100 calls, and I will see you back here tomorrow.